What is up, everybody? I got a simple question for you. Are you new to Deadlock? Are you one of those brand new players who saw that cute little Rem guy and you're like, you know what? I want to play this game. I want to try it out. But who do you start with aside from Rem? Rem gets taken some time. Who else should you put on your roster? Well, I got the tier list for you. This tier list, I am going to rank the characters based on difficulty, all right? S is going to be the easiest to play. D is going to be the hardest, all right? You don't want to go into Deadlock playing some of the most difficult to learn heroes and just getting stomped, all right? So before I get started, if you're new, hi, my name's Chris. I also go by Bootman. I have like almost 1,000 hours in Deadlock. This is a brand new Deadlock channel, so do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to grow this channel, and I promise, I will make you some useful content to help you improve at Deadlock, all right? So let's get started. And by the way, part of this ranking system is gonna be based on not feeding. If you're new to MOBAs, feeding is just the worst thing you can do. Not only are you dying a lot and just being out of the fights, but you're making the other team a lot stronger. A lot of this game is based on the economy and you don't wanna feed the other team's souls. All right, so let's get started. So we're gonna start out with Abrams, okay? Abrams, some of you might disagree with this if you're a Deadlock veteran, but we're gonna start with Abrams at C tier, okay? And here's why. Abrams is very strong. He's kind of easy to learn, okay? But the reason I'm putting him at C tier is because you will feed like a madman if you just don't know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to feed like crazy, and that is just awful because Abrams is the type of character where you have to be in there close, you gotta be in the middle of the fights. You will die a lot if you don't know what you're doing. So any type of brawl character, I'm gonna be placing pretty low. Bebop. I'm gonna put Bebop B tier. Bebop does have some range to it. You guys wanna see my cat? It is Chester. He keeps blocking my monitor. But yeah, Abrams, Bebop, I'm gonna put him B tier just because he does have some abilities that you gotta learn and combo and everything. He can be difficult to learn, but once you get like semi-decent with him, you're gonna be fine. But yeah, he could take some getting used to, mainly like his hook. His hook is a very useful ability, but it's gonna take you a minute. All right, Billy. I'm gonna put Billy down in C tier as well. Because Billy, much like Abrams, a lot of it is based on his melee attacks. And when you're in the lower ranks and getting started, not a lot of people will parry you, but as you'll learn in this beautiful game of Deadlock, parrying is huge. And when you get parried, you are just stunned, incapacitated for a little bit, and you will just get wrecked. And Billy is all about melees. I don't think his gun build is that good anymore. He's a very, very strong character, but yeah, for new players, you're gonna get stomped. Calico, I'm gonna put B as well. She's kind of tough to get used to. She is very strong. She does a lot of burst spirit damage, but yeah, she's gonna be tough. She's gonna be tough to learn at first. Doorman, D for Doorman. Doorman's going in D tier. One of the newer characters, he was released with the last batch of characters they released. Like we're currently going through like a 6 new character batch being released. He was released in the last one. Extremely difficult character to learn. He has a bell that you can throw, you gotta shoot it. He has a cart that's kind of difficult to aim and time correctly, but his most complex ability is probably his doors. His doors are extremely strong. When he's in the hands of the right player, like if this was just a normal tier list, like he's like S or A tier, but like he's just super, super difficult to learn. One of my buddies has just been grinding with him and getting crazy good with the doors and the trickery and stuff, because you got to use items as well. So he's very good. So if you want to just like one trick doorman and just learn him and master him, go for it. But if you're just getting started, no. Drifter, I'm gonna put B tier as well. A lot of Drifter's about isolating your enemies, so he's kind of like these guys where you gotta be in there and get in up close, and you gotta do a lot of roaming. Like, I'm actually gonna move him down to C tier, because you gotta do a lot of roaming, and this involves like looking at your mini map, having a lot of awareness of where the other team is, where they aren't, and because he gets stronger when you isolate enemies, and he can kind of snowball, but yeah, pretty difficult. Dynamo. S tier. Dynamo is one of the first heroes I learned. Very, very, very easy to learn. He has like his one ability, like pops people up and slows them down a little bit, messes with their fire rate. He has an ultimate ability that just like takes over team fights, like just super, super easy character to learn. He has a really good escape. I think you'll like him if you're brand new to the game. Talon, I'll put Talon A tier. He's not that good of a character. He hasn't been for a while, but he's somewhat easy to learn, and he has distance. He has a lot of range. So like, because you can like fly in the air and like you can use your owl to just fly all over the map and hit people and stuff. Yeah, he's not too hard to learn. He's all right. He has like a trap, pretty easy to learn. Haze, S tier. Yeah. If you are a shooter, if you come from shooter games, just play Haze. She's just all about shooting, so if you have half decent aim, you'll be all right. She has an ultimate ability that does a big old AoE and just goes crazy on people, so give Haze a try. Definitely one of the first characters you want to start. Holiday, D tier. Not only is Holiday not that great right now, in my opinion, but like, yeah, very, very difficult to learn. Like, she has bounce pads. Your ultimate is like this lasso ability. The barrels are difficult to use. Yeah, just this is a tough character. Don't do it. Infernus, S tier. Similar to Haze, he's all about just like holding your mouse one button and just shooting at people. So yeah, go for it. Infernus, you're gonna be all right. He also has like an escape. Haze has an escape. All three of these people have an escape. So I think I'm gonna notice that some of the characters with escapes are gonna be a little bit higher rank. So yeah, he flame dashes out, and if anybody chases you, they're running through your fire and taking damage. Ivy, I'm gonna put Ivy S tier as well. Ivy's very easy to learn. Another one of the characters was the very first that I learned. You can keep your distance. She does like some support too. You can attach vines to heal and increase your fire rate and stuff. So pretty easy to learn. Kelvin, I'm gonna put Kelvin A tier. Fairly simple. You know, he has a grenade. He's a little bit support as well. Some of these characters, by the way, once you start getting to like the point where you're really like itemizing and using active items. Active items is like a whole other thing in this game. I'm just really basing this on abilities because yeah, once you start doing like rescue beam and stuff, you're gonna need a little bit more savviness when you're playing the character, but to start with, he's good. You're gonna make a lot of people mad with your dome when you're first starting. Hell, I've been playing Kelvin for a while and I still make people mad with it. Guys, I'm gonna put B tier. The most difficult part of Geist is that you're doing damage to yourself constantly. So just find a good build that lets you regenerate life and use your life steal, and you're going to be kind of okay. You're gonna be kind of okay. Yeah, because that's the most difficult thing, in my opinion, about learning Geist at first, is that you're constantly doing damage to yourself. So you really have to learn the situations you want to be in, the timing. You get to be sneaky with her too, so you kind of got to learn the map a little bit and ways that you could sneak around or get items that'll get you in and out of fights, like a warp stone, so you can use her ultimate ability because it swaps health. But yeah, Lash is D tier. I recently spent like about a month grinding Lash to learn him. Definitely, I will say Lash is probably, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I would say Lash is the most fun character in the game for me personally. Maybe it's because I'm a Spider-Man fan, but like you really get to like just hang out on rooftops and come in and just fly around and stuff. But I remember when I first tried Lash, I was so confused. I got so frustrated. But yeah, once you learn him, he's amazing. And like, I don't think he's one of the strongest heroes right now, but he's just such a fun hero to play. It's just, he's a little bit complicated. You gotta learn the map. You gotta really understand when to get in and out of fights and stuff like that. McGinnis is A tier, maybe S tier. She's definitely a beginner character. She has turrets. She can kind of like push by herself because she has like a heal she could use. She can wall people off. You're also gonna make your teammates mad with your wall, similar to Kelvin, because what you're doing is you're pretty much creating a divider, right? You're either blocking people in or you're blocking people out, and sometimes you're doing that to the wrong people. But yeah, other than that, like McGinnis is fairly easy to learn. She has turrets, like you'll be fine. Mina, Mina should be, like, you would think Mina would be like these people, but like, she's just so squishy. Like, maybe B tier, maybe B tier. Just basically save your teleports for an escape rather than engaging on fights, but she's really point and click too. But she's kind of like mid-range though, because her first ability is a swipe that doesn't have crazy range. Mirage, oh, I'll put Mirage A tier. He's a point and click hero. He's sometimes strong in the right hands and everything. He does have an escape, so I'll put him A tier. His ultimate ability is kind of like, it's good like in certain situations, but eh. Mo and Krill. I probably should be ranking Mo and Krill down here, but I don't know. I might. Maybe. I'll put him B tier. Stick with your team and you'll be fine. All right. I'll put Mo B because he has survivability, but his ultimate isolates the target and pretty much incapacitates them, and everybody gets to just like all target the enemy. Yeah, but he has sustain. If you get kills in your ultimate or right after your ultimate, you're getting extra health so he can get strong. His burrow gives you an escape where you have a lot of resist. He can also regen health with his one. I'll put him there. Paige, if you're, I'll put it here just because I don't know what type of games you're playing. Paige is just, you can sit back and just support your buddies, all right? You can sit in the very back line and just support. If you're used to doing that, even in games like Marvel Rivals, Overwatch, other games that I've played, like you'll be fine with Hayes. She's just a support. You can sit in the back. You will need to kind of learn items, but even without items, just her straight up abilities will be fine. A lot of them just go in straight lines. Her stun is kind of somewhat difficult to time. Just, yeah, get used to knowing where people are going to be and you'll be fine with her stun. Paradox, D tier. Paradox is definitely difficult. Really difficult to learn. Same with Pocket. I would put, like, out of all these, if I made an extra F tier, I would put Pocket down there. Pocket is probably the hardest one to learn, okay? Okay, our brand new little guy, Rem. Where should we put Rem? I'm going to say C tier. There's a lot, like, I think for people who have been playing Deadlock, he's not as difficult to learn. But yeah, there's a lot going on because, like, to utilize his helpers, you really got to understand the map, the economy, what you want to do, where you want to be sending them, who you want to put your helpers on, his little leap ability. And a lot of us are still learning this character, right? But you're going to be using like multiple abilities. You're going to be using one of his abilities to farm. You're also going to want to be, knowing who to prioritize on your team that you're going to help out and everything. Like, I think he's going to take a second to learn for a lot of people. 7, another just really good character to learn. He's really good at farming. He has like good AoEs. When you're in the lower tiers too, nobody's gonna buy knockdown, so you can just use his ultimate ability all day long. Shiv, yeah, I'm gonna put Shiv D tier. Tough to learn, also very brawly, like these ones where you got to get in there. I think he's very strong, but yeah, you're gonna die a lot if you don't know what you're doing. Sinclair, I think I'm also gonna put Sinclair D tier. Yeah, because you're gonna want to know whose abilities you want to duplicate, and then like his swapping in and out with his assistants and stuff. It's gonna be tough. Victor D tier. Nah, Victor. I don't know. Yeah, I'll put Victor C tier. I think he's a little bit easier to learn than some of these others because yeah, you're not really managing too many abilities and stuff. But he is similar to Geist where you're gonna be damaging yourself and you really gotta know. But like, I think like if you are new to this hero, or new to this game and you just play some games with Victor and just kind of start to understand what he does, how to get tanky, how to farm. He's good for learning how to farm because Victor needs a lot of souls to come online. He's a very late game hero, but once you get there, you just become this unkillable beast. Vindicta, I'm also gonna put S tier, very point and click. She could fly, keep her distance. She's a sniper, so a lot of people are snipers from other games. You'll be good. Viscous, I'm gonna put Viscous C tier too. Like some of his abilities, they're like hard to aim and time, like his puddle punch. Putting people in cubes as like a support or everything. Like, I guess if you're, okay, I'll say overall Viscous is a C tier, but if you just wanna build a gun Viscous, we'll put A tier. If you just wanna build gun, which is like the hotness right now, yeah, just do that. Viper, D tier. I have very rarely seen a good Viper. When Vipers are good, you would think he's like really she's really point and click like some of these other ones up top, but yeah, she's difficult to learn because you really got to be good at like movement and sliding to really take advantage of her, and her abilities are kind of wonky. So yeah, I think like you will feed a lot, because the problem with Viper is that she's not as just like point and click as these ones. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna keep going in and initiating fights and trying to take people out and stuff. But if you don't have the movement down and everything, like you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Warden, I will say, I'll put A tier. He's very simple to learn, but you can get yourself in trouble if you like do your ultimate at the right time. You're not fully understanding like what how it's working and everything, when to pop you know, your shield on yourself. So yeah. Wraith, yeah, Wraith is probably A tier as well. By the way, I'm not ranking these in any order on the actual line. But yeah, Wraith is pretty A tier as well. She's very point and clicky. She's not like that great in the early game. So if you are, we'll put B, because a lot of people are gonna mess up and think like she's strong early game when she's not. She does have a teleport to get in and out of fights, which is cool. But yeah, I'll put B, because I just think a lot of people are gonna screw up in the early game with Wraith. She takes a minute, similar to like Victor, like she comes online a little bit later, but yeah. And then Yamato. Yamato is also D tier. Similar to Lash, I've had so many hours in this game. I finally decided I wanted to start learning some of these more difficult characters. I've been playing a ton of Yamato lately, and she took a minute to get used to. But yeah, like, just her abilities, her ult's very strong. She's not like the greatest hero right now in the game, but she can be very strong. A good Yamato can completely run lower rank lobbies because they just don't know what to do with her. So like, she's definitely one of those ones, like if you want to learn her like early on, she'll just destroy lower rank lobbies. All right. And then down here, we have these other characters that are still coming to drop yet. By the way, let me know down in the comments, who are you voting for? Who do you want next? I started out with Rem. I think I'm going Graves next. Then I think I'm gonna cope with Venator. I think Graves is gonna win, Graves or Silver. I think Graves might take it though, but Venator, I think Venator and this guy, I can't remember. I think they're gonna be last, but Venator looks sick. Well, let me know down in the comments who you're voting for. But yeah, if you are a Deadlock veteran, let me know down in the comments. Do you agree, disagree? What are your thoughts on this tier list? All right, but yeah, these are the best ones to get started with. Let me know your experience down in the comments below. But yeah, that's all I got. Again, if you are new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Just hit it, join the party. We're trying to grow this channel. It is brand new, and I would be super duper appreciative. And in return, I'll provide you with some amazing content. All right, anyways, that's all I got. Have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one.